So now we have the cache activated for both the source node, that is a World Bank indicator, and also for the sort node, that is a record ops node. And fine, let me delete this because we're going to run the entire selection again. Right click on this. I'll select run. You can see here the time elapsed that's showing up. Right now, you can see that both of these have turned green. Okay, so once it turns green, then it means that the cache that we had activated, it was used effectively, and the enabling of cache has helped in the increased faster processing for the output. Again, let us right click on distinct and scroll down to cache. We can enable it over here also. And if I want to run this particular selection, I can do that. So I'll right click on this on distinct. I'm selecting this, taking this selection and right clicking on distinct, and I'll select run selection. See, we can see that they both, though they have turned green. And again, so every time we select the cache, the overall processing time has reduced. Again, we'll disable this and run it. Okay, so let us disable it. That is, disable it. I'll delete this. Now let's try and run it. So it was generally taking 2 to 3 or 4 seconds max. Now let's see how long it takes. 3, 4. It's taking approximately 4 seconds only. But of course, the bigger and the more complicated your stream, more is the time that it'll take. Now, once you have generated the cache, or once you have enabled the cache, here also I'm enabling the cache. And out here it was anyways. So let's flush it. I'm flushing it out and disabling it as well. Now let's enable it. Deleting this and deleting that one as well. And let us also use another feature here from the field ops. Okay, auto data prep. Let's use this feature. So typically what I'm trying to do here is I'm using 3 different, within one single stream, I'm using 3 different patterns or 3 different flows for running different models and generating their outputs and trying to study the impact of cache enabling on their performance. So again, let us connect this over here for auto data preparation, and let us have an output node over here. That is what transform. So I'm connecting this with transform. Again, let's right click on this and see. Yes, see, we can see here that the cache is available here also. So we are enabling the cache here. So again, most of the record nodes or field ops nodes that we have used, they are having the cache enabling feature, and which is important in terms of handling the processing times. Now, of course, this is a reasonably smaller stream that we are using, so it does not consume too much of computing or memory resources. But if we go for very complicated calculations, which we'll look at in next few minutes, then it becomes difficult in terms of the computing resources to get committed to it. So I'm selecting all of these. I'm right clicking on. Now you will see 1, 2, 3, 4. All these 4 nodes, 3 of which are records and ops node or field ops nodes, they'll turn green because the cache is enabled. So right click on this. Let's select on. Let's scroll and click on run selection. Okay, no fields have been specified. That's a normal error that we generally tend to occur. Just click on this. So what's the field you want to select here? Yeah, let's take the total population. We'll take the urban population. Apply. Okay. What are the options? We have all the formulas selected. We can select only limited few. Let us select exponential. And yeah, and the output, yeah, we'll save the output as is with nothing on annotations. Apply, and I click OK. So okay, we are selecting only one field, okay? And well, let us do one thing. Let us select more than one field. Okay, applying two fields. And right, the cache is enabled for all the nodes that we are seeing here. And right, so I selected the entire string, right click on that, and then I click on run selection. Yeah, 4, 5, yes. Oh, see, we can see no fields have been specified. There is somewhere there is an error. Okay, there is an error that has come up over here in case of transform. Is it? Uh, ignore the invalid field in transform mode. Okay, apply it. I click OK. Right click. I click on edit. Okay, why are they saying that this is? It's transformed and its type. Apply. Okay. Options. Yeah. Click apply and I click OK. Oh, let's run it again. Okay, so we have now generated the transformed population, the urban population count for which is transformed types. So we have generated the three outputs for that. But anyway, we'll come to that a little later. But what important we see is that the enabled cache out here, it has turned green. And of course, since it's in the data auto data preparation, so it is enabled and activated here. So this is what we have. Let's save this for you in live sessions. SPSS Modeler, Model 9. And what's the stream about? World Bank indicators. I'm saving this, and that's a stream file.str extension. Click save. And yes, but this is not an end in itself because we generated the model nugget. Now we need to generate an output for the model nugget, right? So let us conduct the data audit for them first. Right click and I click connect here. This one output, and apart from that, I also want to generate a report. Will it generate a report? Let's see. Right click and click connect. And in case of now that was for the business internet users. In case of the population, I would like to select an analysis. Let's see what analysis does it present. And after analysis, let us see if it can generate any KD simulation. Now, KD simulation is a tricky thing which can take longer. No, it will not connect because it is already connected. Yeah, it can connect from here. Fine. So these are the selections that we've taken. I'm coming here and I'm flushing out the cache. Now we can either save and we can load the cache also. Suppose if you click on load cache, that will tell us where to go and load the cache, but we have not. So let's right click on that and see if we can save it. Yeah, let's save cache and see. So again, what are we doing here? We are saving the cache for distinct. The file name here is distinct, which means for this particular node. I'm clicking save. Okay. If I were to save it for sort, right click, scroll down here, save cache. That is saving it for cache. So I click on live sessions, SPSS Modeler, day 9. That's for distinct SAV. That is for sort SAV. And likewise, the same for auto data prep as well. So I'm saving that cache as well. Right. So now let us run the simulations for the entire code again. But prior to that, I'll flush them out and let us flush out all the cache that are available. Right click, flush. Okay. So this is what we make of this entire stream. Now let us run the entire stream, starting with the Excel node. Let us enable it, enable the cache. Okay, it's already enabled. We just flushed it. If you want, we can load the sort cache. So let's come here and click on load cache. If you click on live sessions, SPSS Modeler, and day 9, we want to load the cache for sort. So I click select sort and I click open. So again, it turns green. So I'm going to have it with green. I'm going to have the loaded cache for sort node, and I'll remaining for all the remaining nodes, that is a record and field docs nodes, I'm going to start afresh with only the enable sorts, enable cache. Right click on this and select run from here. Yeah, now we can see here all of these are running. Tap 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 tap. All of these are now coming up. Now this is a more important part. Report is complete, analysis is queued up, and KD simulation is running. Now this is where the tricky part comes up. The KD simulation is going to consume quite a bit of time. So you can see here there is execution on. Okay, 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 here as well. Now we are seeing here that the time elapsed is 35 seconds. Let's see what happens here. If I bring, suppose KD simulation, it's not going to activate it. So you can see that the 3 of these nodes for report, 16 fields and 1 field, they are all completed. The state is complete. But for analysis, it's queued and KD simulation is running. Now we can see here, now we are yet to check it if it's possible to enable cache in KD simulation. That is something that we have not checked. But you can see while this execution feedback is getting generated, great. It finally generated the KD simulation output as well. Now let's check it. If no, we don't have the cache activation or enabling over here. So let's delete that. So fine. So this is how you generate or work towards the cache enabling by improving the performance and the output, of course. So these are a lot of outputs and models that we have used. So let's save all of them. Right. So this is how you work towards the order of nodes and the node caches.